This week's theme is Reboot Your Diet. Our meditation will be on mindfulness of eating.
One thing before we get into the meditation that I want to say is particularly around eating, we have a lot of cultural baggage, and it's also very wrapped up in emotions as well. And when we practice our mindfulness of eating, we may be focusing on that for 5 minutes or 10 minutes or more, but there's also an opportunity to, anytime that we're eating or throughout the day, we can bring our mindfulness to help us reconnect with the present moment and notice when we're starting to feel hungry, what else is going on there? Also, we may notice that when we're practicing our mindfulness of eating, we may begin to connect more with enjoyment of eating, particularly with healthy foods. It's going to be, again, an encouragement to us as we're refreshing our diets. We hope that mindfulness of eating meditation may be a support to you in refreshing your diet. So without further ado, let's get started. Like with our other meditations, you want to find a quiet environment to sit comfortably. For this meditation, we may be sitting in a chair. And as we start out practicing mindfulness of eating, let's start with one simple food item. It could be a few raisins, it could be a piece of chocolate, it could be an apple, something that's healthy. And let's bring some attention to the experience of eating. And my guidance today is going to be more of instruction. You don't necessarily need to listen to this as you're eating, but I'll share with you a few tips on this experience, and then you can apply that to your own experience of eating. So what you want to do is find that comfortable seat, the feet on the floor, your back in alignment, that upright but yet flexible posture. And we're going to engage all the senses. So if you have that food in front of you, let's start by looking at it, really observing it, noticing the color, the texture. You want to observe that food as if for the first time. So looking at it in your hand and noticing what you see, what you observe about it. What does it feel like? What is the texture like? What is the weight like in your hand? Also, as we are holding this food, considering where it comes from, considering that in this food there is water, there is sunlight, wherever this came from, that this food is truly a miracle. All of the things that had to come together to create this food. All of the people who brought this to you, considering all of that and sitting with that for a moment. And then let's start to taste that food. So taking a bite. And we're going slowly here, taking a bite, really noticing what is the sensation like of biting into that food. Bringing your attention to your jaw and your mouth as you're chewing. Throughout this experience, maybe we'll get distracted and we'll be hearing noises outside the room, and just noticing when those things arise, observing them and letting them go gently, and coming back again and again to the sensation of eating, just like we did in the loving kindness meditation as well. And we follow this process all the way through, noticing all of the sensations that arise in our body as we are eating. In slowing down our process and in coming into the present moment and into our bodies when we're eating, we're giving ourselves a chance to really be with the experience, to savor it, and to slow down, and also to watch what happens in the mind. As we're eating slowly, what is your mind doing? Are you wanting to rush? Are you wanting to eat a lot more? Are you impatient? Or are you feeling more at peace? Just observing all those things that can be going on in the experience. We want to bring that self-compassion so that we're gentle with ourselves. Changing the way we're eating is challenging, and a lot of things can come up for us. And we just observe. We don't need to judge the feelings that come up around eating. We can let them be and just observe whatever those feelings are, even the challenging feelings. A lot of the research shows that applying the self-compassion to ourselves, particularly around exercise, around healthy eating, applying that self-compassion can actually help us to more sustainably reach our goals over time.